Alright, let's try this again. Sorry for the false start there, y'all. I got ahead of myself there. Yeah. Okay, I think we're actually good to go this time. Let me make sure. I don't know if I can adjust this. I'm not sure if I can adjust this on the fly. I guess I can. Nice. Okay. So yeah, this is episode 26, and we'll be going over some texturing for our newest character, Talk, our newest racer. We're basically done with him, like almost. We have a few more prop stuff and some polish left to do, so we're going to the final bit of it finally, for just the character development as himself. So nice. Excited to get him going. We did a stream earlier for some more design and some physics. That was awesome, getting the racing feeling a little better, and now we're going to continue with character development. So yeah, I'm going to go ahead and do some marketing for this stream, and I will be right back. All right. Everyone, welcome. To the countdown of chaos, I see. So, yeah, I'm basically Incestus Painter, and I'm working on Talk, our newest register character. So his modeling's all been done, like pretty much everything except for the final touches for texturing. There are some baking errors that I'll have to get fixed up as AO here, but those things can be cleaned up pretty easily. So yeah, let's get to it. How's the sound? How's the audio holding up? And the is the music too loud by chance? I want to crank your ears. Okay. All right, so we already have a lot of things set up on this character, and as I said, he's basically very close to being finished. I'm gonna bring up his reference board real quick. So I have a Pure F right here, heavily suggested for any 3D artists out there. So here's his original concept. Shout out Sketchcraft as usual. All right. So we need to add some highlights for him. He's got some highlights that I need to like throw in there. There's a few other hair things I'm considering doing for him. And also I need to add some actual like texture pattern stuff, like for the gloves, for instance. These are like leather gloves, and so far they need they're looking pretty flat at the moment. And I believe I want to have it to be where his gloves and his shoes are a similar. Okay, Maggie said it was a little bit quiet. Here, hold on. How's that? A little better? So yeah, I want to add. Let's see. To add some actual leather texture to it. So I'm gonna add some pattern stuff. So on clothing, we have the dark green, we have the tan. So tan currently is holding up for the shorts and the gloves and the boots. So I don't want the leather to be on, like, say, like the pants. I don't want him to have leather shorts. Yeah. So we'll see what we can do about adding some extra details in this texture work, and just make him look a little more fun. Here, let me bring that down. Is this better, Maggie? I'm turning my audio gain up a little bit. Let me know if that's a little better. Let me. All right, so in this tan section, so one thing I haven't been adding is the actual pattern information. So I can do that now. I'm gonna do a. What do we got here? I have some notes for this. All right, so I'll have 100. I think it's literally just going to be a normal map variable and maybe some roughness. So let's check it out. I'm gonna add a fill layer. I'll turn off my my metal and my color for right now anyway. I'll keep my height value at the moment, and then I'll add a black mask and a fill. And so I'm looking for like a leather, maybe a grungy leather. So let's see what we got here. Leather. Greenwich leather damaged. Yeah, I'll do this and see what that looks like for right now. So see, you can kind of tell that it already added some fun detail, but I'm going to I'm gonna go into my mask and see it happening a little bit better. So yeah, we have like this white to black scale map, everything right here, and so this kind of, you can tell like what is actually occurring. If I press M, then I can go back to my material view. And so for something like this, I could do, let's see here. I think I do want to just add a little bit of height differential. I'm gonna go down on the height. So as you can see, like you can add quite a bit of information, but I'm actually want to keep this super subtle. Something like that, actually. Feels a little better to me. And I'll adjust the roughness value as well. Turn that off. There we go. All right, so I have like a balance thing here. I actually want to have it be pretty dang subtle, like maybe here. All right, I'm gonna press M, see what that looks like. Okay, that looks pretty good, I think. So I do want this to be subtle. Like you can kind of like almost not see this unless you were like pretty close to it. And that way it doesn't like kind of muddy up the texture, especially for something stylized like this. All right, cool. Yeah, I like that. All right, and so yeah, I don't want this to be leather on his pants, so I'm gonna go ahead and do a black mask. Wait, I can't have a black mask on here. I'm gonna do a paint. Okay, and if I press X, then I can undo these areas. So I can see if I scroll over these areas, then these areas are no longer leather. So I'm gonna go ahead and go into my mask view. Okay, I'm not too worried about. I just wanted to touch the shoes because I do want the shoes to be leather. Okay, I'm missing a square. Okay, the top bit. All right, that should be good. Shouldn't affect anything else. Let me make sure it didn't get the top of that the pants here. I think it's fine. All right, cool. All right, so yeah, now it's just the shoes and it's the top here. Cool. Yeah, that's what I'm looking for. Okay, so now I can probably add. If I have color on. color. If I had color on, I could probably do something a little bit lighter. Yeah, you know, I'm gonna take color off. I'm gonna keep it just the roughness and height. Yeah. Okay, and so yeah, I think I'm gonna add the ambient occlusion next, and then a little bit of edge wear, and that'll actually make it pop a lot more. So let me do that now. So this is just the pattern. All right, so the ambient occlusion, I can do a fill. And for AO, yeah, I typically use multiply, and so I'm gonna go down to multiply. Reduce this to maybe like 80% value. I'm gonna call this AO so I don't forget. And then just grab this eyedropper and bring it to base. In AO, I actually do like to have a roughness value, like is less rough, or sorry, more rough than the shinier, more forefront areas. So I'm gonna go black mask. I'm gonna do a fill again, and this time I'm actually going to add. Here, I'll move this guy. Those will be all the tan areas. So I'm gonna add my ambient occlusion right here. Let's go ahead and see what's happening here. Okay, I'm gonna add a levels. I actually do want there to be just like a subtle AO, so I'm just going to keep it at this kind of subtle value here. Just kind of a nice gradient, fall off. Might even lighten it a little bit. Just have a less AO. I don't like a whole lot of baked AO. I rather prefer gradients and stuff like that. So right here I need to invert. Yeah. See, there we go. Yeah, a lot of times AO for some reason, a lot of times it's like the opposite of what you want it. So you just do the invert node here. So if you want it to be more punchy, then you can just bring it over here, like scrub it. But I don't know. I don't like a lot of baked AO again. So I think your actual in-game stuff just handles that by itself pretty good. And so unless you're having a first stylization choice, it's not a whole lot of need for that, in my opinion. So. All right, let's see here. I'm pretty sure this is from the gradient, not the AO. Okay, it has a little bit of AO properties, but not a whole lot. Yeah, and see, like the AO helps like punch out these sections too, which is kind of nice. But I don't want it to do it too much. I think I actually might get rid of these guys. I feel like that was a mistake that I made, where I was looking into these like and thinking about it too hard, or like what that might be like indentions or something like that. I feel like this doesn't match his character stuff as much. All right, thank you, Randy. See you next one. Thanks for watching. All right, so I'm gonna go to. I'm gonna remember to curvature, and so yeah, curvature helps a lot with just like popping out the edge work details. So I'm gonna do that now. I'm gonna do another fill. I'm gonna actually have the curves be less rough, so like more shiny than the rest of it. So I'm gonna go ahead and grab the same color that I've been grabbing. I guess it's the base color, really. It's a base color, and then I'm gonna have it like this, so less saturated and more light. There we go. smallest edge. Black mask. I'm gonna add a fill. I'm gonna bring in my curvature map. Here we go. And it just pops the edges a lot better and makes them look more fancy. So let's go ahead and see what's happening in the in here. So this is kind of what it looks like, and I actually want to increase the I guess I want to make it only white and black without the grays, so I want to increase the intensity of this. So I'm going to add another levels node to this. Fingers crossed it doesn't crash on me. Alright, cool. Oh, add two. There we go, got a levels node. Alright, so now I'm going to just shrink in this all to the mountain so that it's more white and black only. Something more like this. There we go. So it looks like a character from Tron. Alright. So now I'm going to go to material view. And yeah, I think this was, if I remember right, the linear dodge, or yes, it's linear dodge. Okay. Yeah, linear dodge. Okay, so this is kind of, it does a little fun. It has some fun with the colors a little bit. So I actually need to decrease the intensity of it. It's a little bit too harsh. However, I'm gonna do it in just a second. I'll just make sure that it's actually being effective. So let's see. Let's see here. Yeah, so these are really grabbing those edges, and I would probably want to increase the size of that, be a little bit thicker. So I'm gonna try to adjust those levels. There we go. Cool. Yeah, I really like the way that it like pops out those edges. See that? Looks pretty dang cool. Alright. So now I have like this leather pattern, I have like the edge popping, I have some AO. Definitely going to decrease this. I'm thinking do like 30%. So that still highlights those edges while without being like too punchy. Although I do want them to be up here. I think that it's probably because of the yeah, these gradients. That's probably what it is. So I'm gonna, there we go. Just gonna pop it above those gradients, and now it shows a little better. See, when I did like this, it was the purple was hiding it. I don't want that. Yeah, so I basically want to just repeat that for the rest of the different materials, and add that to basically my other clothing. So I think it's important to have like the curvature, edge work and everything. You want to have your AO, you want to have your pattern, and sometimes you want to have highlighting, but that's usually more for scan. Actually, I realized that this skin is a little too burnt. I think it's a little bit extra than it needs to be, so I'm gonna actually reduce that. The skin values here. Bring this AO to multiply value as well. Crank it down to 80. I think that, yeah, I want to keep this 80. So let's see what happens when I add, well, no, I don't think I want to add it to there. I want to add to the hair, I think, though. But real quick, the rest of the clothes, I think, need the same treatment that the leather has just gotten, so I'll go ahead and do that now. Guess the bottom rubber, I see. Base green. Okay, this is for the shirt. Okay, so I'm gonna do the shirt real fast. So yeah, the shirt has these cool gradients, like purple, the greenish areas, and let's go ahead and add some fun details to this. Actually, just realized that this tan is very similar to this tan, so I might actually go ahead and do that for the tan. Let's see. Here, I'll change this over to house. There we go, like that. Looks pretty cool. I guess this could be on symmetry mode right here. Yeah, I should have had it in symmetry mode. Alright, so yeah, above this one, I'm gonna go ahead and do that same thing I did in the last one, where I'm gonna grab this color, actually the base color. Let's go ahead and make this here. There we go. And this will be like the most like a shiny, more shiny looking. I don't want to be too shiny, but kind of like glossy on the edges, kind of really pop. Let's see here. Call this edge again. So that black mask. Fill. Curvature. All right, let's check out this these levels. Alright, I want to see what's happening here a little bit better. So like, yeah, that looks pretty cool. I'm going to get rid of any of this extra garble here. Alright, and again, this is just too heavy, so I'm going to bring this over to linear dodge again, and then go to about 30% again. And even that might be a little too heavy, so maybe we'll do 20. I think this is also going to be leather, and this is also going to be leather in the bottom. So let's go ahead and continue those zones. Which means I need to get rid of them here. Oops. Turn off symmetry. Okay, that one needs to be drawn because it's kind of covering like right in here, so it has an unnecessary triangle area. I need to paint that directly. There's some bleed going into the shirt, so I'll have to fix that too. Just a little bit of manual work here. Oh yeah, should I make my own clothesline, Maggie? Okay, this won't work. Definitely need to sharpen this a little bit. Just my drawing pen. There we go, there we go. skin getting in the way too? Okay, skin shouldn't matter because it's below. So it's probably just because it's not painted on. Yeah, that's probably exactly what's happening, actually. For some reason, it's not letting me paint here. I'm not sure why. It's a bit frustrating. Oh, I don't like it bleeding out the normals like that. That looks bad. It's like leather normals randomly on the shirt. Why aren't you working? So just not in the clothes section? Ah, that's what it was, yeah. So the main folder didn't have it included for some reason, which is really weird. So yeah, what I did was I accidentally, I was taking it out of the folder rather than the dark green. So that was my fault. Just kind of like the. Here, hold on. Okay, there we go. That's what I did wrong. So now this can be leather. Okay. Last time I'll be in this little section. Just want to make this leather. Come on. There we go, that looks better. better. Oh, random square. There we go, fixed. Okay. Yeah, I think I want this part to be leather too. The part that's like under here. It's like gear 2 section. I actually want to turn on the 2D and 3D. Here it is. So there's a section like right here that's UV based. So hopefully, if I deleting this stuff, that it's not actually deleting everything around it, like the hair, for instance, the hair colors. So that's the hope anyway. So I can drag this without having to go into the model, and it'll kind of just do it over here without having to like touch anything else. Let's see if it works. Nope, right there, there we go. Okay, not bad. That whole bottom shell can be leather as well. Alright, so yeah, now that I know that that worked, there we go. And I can make a leather. That is really repetitive. Nice, that was good. was amazed by the amount of subtle detail that goes into models and textures. Yeah, there's a lot going on here. Absolutely. Yeah. I don't know why it decided to do that again. That kind of sucks, but I have to fix this now. So I got the leather on the back of the armor, but then it, like, for some reason got rid of my work here. I have no idea why. There we go. Yeah, this is like a stylized character, and it's kind of small, so I mean, for people that do like a lot more crazy characters, like they're working on the models for a month or more, you know. So this is kind of like a smaller version of that. What changes the most in the design? Well, for one, I'm not gonna have this graininess. I think that's one of the things that that the concept artist took a little bit liberties with, just having the graininess. And I think this looks really good from 2D, but not on 3D. Also, my character's head's a bit smaller relative to how he did it, and that could be adjusted. Like, I could always, like, scale my guy's head up more to match, but yeah, I mean, there's not a whole lot, and it really helps that we have a really good concept artist that's not a problem. So well, let's see. I wanted the back patch as well, right here. Yeah, I don't like how the shirt's taking on the properties of the leather, so I need to fix that. That should be all the leather elements, I'm pretty sure. Alright, so yeah, I need to get rid of the some other areas that like right here that's like collecting the leather. I don't want that, so I'm gonna go ahead and like unmask these guys. Okay, let's see here. I'll turn on mask view. Okay, that's the leather shoes, that's fine. That's the gloves, that's fine. So it's mostly this shirt that I don't want it to be affecting. Ooh, let me fix that real quick. Just little fix-ups here and there. All right, yeah, back to the leather. Yeah, see, I really don't want that. Let me move it out of the way a little bit for right now, anyway. All right, yeah. So let's go ahead and get rid of this. Yeah, see that texture just looks really bad on this shirt. I don't want to do like the leather in the front though, so that's kind of I just need to be cautious on like how I'm going across this. There we go, much better. So what's that panel on the right you're just working on? So this panel over here is the UV sheet. That's the UV like texture, the flat. And that way I can kind of see the overview of what's happening in the scene without having to look at the character. I generally like to use the 3D view, but there are certain things that I might not pick up on. Like for instance, like this error that I can fix. I can see better here. Let's see. Yes, like that would have been hard to see on the 3D view because it's kind of like a lot of the stuff is tucked away that are errors. I want to make sure there's no more leather material on the shirt. It looks really dumb. Yeah, like there's a little bit of leather stuff over here. It's probably like he's hiding behind other stuff, but just want to get rid of it. Okay, that should be all of it. So whatever I do on the flat, it actually shows up on the 3D. Is that an automatic feature in the program? It is, yeah. So normally it will start with the 2D and 3D, and sometimes I'll bring it just to 3D, like this. If I don't feel like I'm going to work with the UVs for a while, I'll just like save space and just only have this. Or I'll press tab and it'll just have all of this space, which is nice. Yeah, so this is Substance Painter, or the new Substance Painter 3D, Substance 3D Painter. But normal Painter did this too, so it's not unique to 3D Painter. Yeah. All right, so where am I at? I got leather down. If I want to add like some extra pattern to the green part of the shirt too, I can do that now. So like, I don't like this is too heavy right here, so I'm actually going to reduce this to 20% as well. Yeah, it feels better. And then dark green. Oh, those are the light green areas, I think. That's for right now. Alright, for the metals, like the gear, let's see. I like them being a little bit more shiny. So let's see here. They're in a pretty good state already. And include extra roughness. Something like that. Alright, so let's add a metal pattern. Let's see. So I'm gonna do a turn off this. And I know this is metallic, but I don't actually like using the metallic texture on metal, which sounds kind of silly, but it usually doesn't look good for stylized work. I'm not sure why. Alright, and so this is going to be, oh, actually I'm not going to have any color for this one. It's going to be pattern. Oh, pattern. Alright, I'm going to add black mask, I'm going to add a fill, and then I'm going to look up metal. Alright, I'm only using these grunges for like small bonus detail, basically. So let's see if I can find. I like this one. Oh, kind of fun. I see what's happening now. I can't actually tell what's going on. Okay, should be functioning. I'm not sure what's going on with this. Let's do another fill. A lot of grunge, actually. Let's do a rust grunge. Sounds fine. Okay, cool. So let's do a rust grunge. Him. So yeah, that should be working. Yeah, it is. Okay. See how this looks on this guy. Oops. Took out a chunk of my leather. I'm gonna fix that real quick. That looks bad. What's a grunge? A grunge is a tileable texture that will go around your entire character. So here, I'll show you real quick. So if I turn on mask, you can see that there's like a grunge. And if it wasn't tileable, then you'd have like seams on this. But this I can actually tile around the character, and it goes around your UV texture maps. So one thing I can do actually is I can change the. I should have changed the scale, but it's basically like noise. It's like a tileable noise you can add to your character. If that helps. So now basically it helps add like breakup in your material, so that instead of being so bland, it actually has some like. It's like this is by itself, where it's kind of just like glossy and it's like okay. When I add like this, it actually has some kind of like galvanized looking variation here. Maybe a little too much, but let's see here. If I change the height, then it'll really adjust things. This looks really grainy because like it has low res to it. So that's popping out. This is pushing in. I think, let's see. Negative. Positive. Okay, so I want to do like very, very subtle, maybe like that. Yeah, like that. Maybe even less obvious. I can reduce the balance. I'll have it here, but then I want to reduce the height actually even more so. Maybe 0.003 or something. Yeah, I like to have it a little more subdued. Yeah, so now it's just less basic, I guess, if that helps. And some people don't even do the height; they'll just have the roughness variation. So like this. That's a totally good way to do it too. I actually don't like the height value on that too much. I kind of do like just the roughness variable. Although I want to add levels to it. I want to have more control. So right now it's just too much. So with this I can kind of like pop it more. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, because you're actually making a lot more stuff. See, there we go. This is what I like right here. This feel where there's actually some roughness breakup that feels like it's been through something, right? It's actually like he's actually used this armor before. This feels a lot better. The stuff before was just too small detail that it just felt like kind of busy. But this feels better. This is a real kind of like metal breakup that I like. With the base roughness, I think it's a little too shiny. We do 0.2 and then this. Yeah, 0.2, 0.3 is fine. Yeah. Yeah, I like that difference. Like just this alone, it just feels way better. Hey Jasper. Working on talk, man. Okay, we'll keep it. We all have it as 0.4. Let's see what 0.4 looks like. 0.4 seems not shiny enough to be metal, so I'm gonna keep it. Keep it like this. Yeah, this looks good. Okay. Awesome. Okay, these boots, I didn't realize that the actual this was not not defined, which I'm surprised I didn't do that. I thought I had done that. But I can fix that now. Alright, let's see here. Alright, the rest is a little bit more manual. Let's get it going. What's up, Jasper? I shouldn't be, I'm probably not going to be working on this much longer. Need some rest here soon. But I wanted to wrap up some more texturing for talk. Now, being up close like this feels it just feels a bit more wet. I want to change this feel. Yeah. Gotcha. We want to change this value. There we go. That feels a little more like metal and less like it's been soaked. Hey, thanks, man. Looks like these areas also got the leather treatment. I'll have to fix that. Don't want to have zippers that for some reason have a leather texture on them. Kind of silly. Alright, so this is a good example, Maggie, of where, like, see that there's the actual zipper bit is in the way, and so I'm not able to get behind it effectively. And so this is a part where I'd actually use the 2D view to get in the like crevice areas that I'm not able to get to. So like I'll put all this right here and then 3D 2D, then look for that area on the boots where I can't get to. There we go. And now I can just paint this. There we go. Fixed. Yeah, so that's just kind of an example of when you might want to use that. Oops, I did not mean to make that color change. I meant to add another one. Whoopsies. Let me just duplicate this layer. Base copy. This will be my green. Oops. There we go. Then I can add a black mask. Then I can add a paint, and then I'll just paint in this bottom area. Right here, these are green. This is also green up here. So yeah, I still have some more stuff to do. This is Substance Painter. Substance Painter. That's a pretty cool software. Now I'm adding this like little brass knuckle bits, whatever you want to call this, little studs. And it shows black on the 2D, but I'm gonna just keep this consistent with the purple. Maybe I'll change that later, but I feel like purple makes more sense for the color palette we're already using. Yep. A little bit different style than it used to be, for sure. There we go. Alright, that leather is still plaguing me. I need to get rid of that leather feel. Leather pattern is just like Psychonauts. I can see that. Like a pretty fun game. Okay, here I'm just getting rid of that leather texture again. I'd rather just do it on the UV sheet so I can be a little bit more accurate in what I'm doing. Let me get my mask view. Well, that's pretty hard to see what I'm doing actually. Maybe not. This can actually be leather, but not these little guys right here. These are going to be like little metal inset things, and so I don't want these to be, yeah, like these right here. I don't want them to be like leather. I want these to be metal, so I'm going to go ahead and paint over these. In fact, because they are metal, I want to go ahead and add that to my base. My gear here. Sometimes it's just kind of easier to paint directly on a flat surface when you're trying to like just get specific details in. Another reason why you might want to use the 2D view. It's handy. There we go. Some cool little metal insets there now. Okay, and this is like the green metal. So I'm actually going to, might as well paint this area. go. Getting closer. Alright, and the last little bit I'm going to do here is basically just make this the green color like on the concept art. Just kind of trying to match the best I can here. There we go. Kind of a mixture of things. The art style. So the artist who helped me out with it, we're doing like the Crash series and everything, and so a little bit more zany. I felt like a lot of my characters just felt too safe, and too. I don't know. I needed to really cartoonify up and stuff, and just like think outside the box a little bit more, you know, because it's gonna be chaotic, you know, and the whole title of it. I don't want kind of boring, more bland characters, and so it's kind of the play we went with at the moment. That was pretty bad. Let's change that. Yeah, I'll figure this out in a minute. Yeah, I'll figure that out. sure what happened with this leather bit here. Let's see. Not skin, it's gonna be here. Okay, I'll figure that one out. I'm not sure what's going on here. It's like one little section that's doesn't have the pattern. It's like lifted. Oh, it's probably because of the height is all. Yeah, I probably accidentally just like clicked on it. So it's a full white value. Eh, that's lame. Yeah, I guess what happened. Okay, that's fine. I'll figure that one out though. Cool. Alright, y'all. Yeah, I'm gonna call it a night, but have a good one. Thanks for watching. Jasper and Maggie. I will see you all hopefully soon. Yeah, this is I think I'll probably have like one more or maybe two more talk ones. We had a lot to do with fixing some stuff, like his mouth needs some fixing here. Some resolution stuff and some more details, but he's almost there, and I'll be working on his cart and props and stuff like that. So, all right, have a good night, y'all. Bye.